What could possibly go wrong driving a 1995 E-150 van up the Dempster to Tuk? Oh my, what an absolute trip. I was over there up towards the hiking trail. I looked over at the van. I see something hanging down. Well, it's the gas tank. One of the straps on the gas tank loosened off and disappeared. So fortunately I was able to get a cable strap, like a ratchet strap from the park guy. And I was able to jack up the tank enough so we can get going. What a save. Wow, here I am in Dawson City. I'm putting another cable strap under the van just so that we can keep going. Well, wow, thanks for making me wear the jumpsuit here. Took it into a welding shop and had this fella make sure that I had the strap on very well and it wouldn't come off. I'm checking out again here. Every time I got a chance, I got under the van to make sure it was still on there. What a nuisance this was. It was very scary. If the gas tank came off, it could have been a real tragedy. Could drag on the road, sparks, fire, all of that. At my sister's place where I had the parts delivered, I crawled under the van and I started jacking it up. Now my worries here were, well, there were several. One, I was on gravel, so it's really hard to jack it up. I'm all alone, there's nobody to help me if something goes wrong. And I got the jack and jack stands from Canadian Tire, and they just were not up to the task. No possible way to do this. I didn't know exactly what to do for a bit here. And I thought about it, and thought about it, and thought about it. Now, when I was in Carmack, I'd met this fella, told him my problems, and he said he lived in Pharaoh, and if I went up there, he would help me. That's a long drive away. But after a night thinking about it, we got up in the morning and headed off to Pharaoh. It's a long drive. It was like 350 kilometers, but the time was, it was slow miles. I mean, we had to take it really easy. On the way, I stopped to photograph a moose. That was wonderful. I was happy to see that. And up ahead here, what have we got here? Let's see. Wow, that would have been me if I tried to change that tank in my sister's driveway. That's what I would have looked like when the truck fell on me. So I got some great pictures, really. I got the moose and a couple great shots of these eagles. I'm real happy with that. Look at that eagle. Wow, that is a wild eagle, a feral eagle, like Mary says. She figures the ones we have home are pretty tame by comparison. Now we're blasting down the road here. I'd heard a lot about Pharaoh and I was excited to go there and see it. Stopped here to take a picture along the river. It's the Yukon River here, I believe. Wow, look at that. But what's interesting about this, these are the shots I got in the morning, and on the way back in the afternoon, the shots I got are absolutely different, look like a totally different place. That just shows you that how much everything changes. But it was a beautiful drive. I had made my mind up to enjoy myself. And look, I got some nice shots. That's what it's all about for me. How many pictures did I get per dollar or whatever? Look at that. What a beautiful river. I'm loving it. I'm really happy. We wouldn't have seen these mountains at all if I hadn't decided to make this drive. Look at the light ahead of us on the road, the sort of sun rays showing rain perhaps coming down. Wow, I'm in Pharaoh. Well, now I wasn't able to change the gas tank straps myself. I was afraid jacking it up in the driveway with the jack stands that I had and everything. It was just too risky. And we were on a gravel driveway too, so I brought it all the way up here. We're in Pharaoh on the Yukon. It was quite a drive up here to a fellow's place that I met on the road, and he's gonna change the straps. Well, there's the van going up on the whoa, out, putting the van up on the ramps. My hearing has been affected, and anyway, we're getting it done here now. We're changing our plan. We're going to back onto the ramps. There we go. Now the back is held up there. It's much better. Here I'm putting a little jack under the gas tank. That's just to hold the gas tank in place when we let the strap go. Well, there's the strap that we used to hold the gas tank up when it was hanging down. And the guys were quite right. We could have left that on there all the way home. But
oh yeah.
This will be much better now. He's putting a little bit of anti-seize on there.
This one has got the least angle.
Now I'm putting the strap in place here. They sort of turn in on one end and then bolt in on the other.
Like there. And then
Needed a pry bar to move the gas tank around a little bit to get everything lined up. I made sure it was real close to empty too, so we weren't lifting a lot of gas while we were doing this.
I can move it.
Trying to find the
you gotta keep
location
wiggling
there.
around till we get the right.
We needed a 1/4-inch extension, and my buddy Ted there was really surprised when Mary brought it over. I was surprised she knew what a 1/4-inch extension was, but she's helped me out.
There's a
lots
guy
of
from
times in the
Ontario
past.
here that doesn't know enough to wear long pants. I wonder what caused that to break off.
I have no idea.
Well, the tank is going in nice and tight now. Yeah, we're lining everything up.
Oh boy.
So much better having two guys. There's the old strap. The one strap was still there, the other one was lost. It must have unscrewed and just disappeared on the road. I'm covered. I got a little anti-seize there and some grease. Anybody who knows me knows what I'm like when I get near a grease gun or get a chance to change the oil. Oil's cheaper than parts, boys. Change your oil. Look at the grease and dirt on me there. Wow, I'm pretty happy there. I was happy to get to wash that all off. There I'm greasing the fittings, taking her down off the stand. Look at there. Fabulous. Just so much better having another guy to help me with this, and Ted really knows his stuff. He's a heavy equipment mechanic. He was a great help on this job, and it was so wonderful of him to invite me up to his house to do it. There he is with some of his tools. This is his passion, gold mining. This is a sluice, I think. It's like motorized. He said it runs on 12 volts, and he's got a different cam system on there to save power.
The other one that I got the idea from, all the ripples ran up and down at the same time. With this one, one counterbalances the other, right? So it doesn't take much power. And it's greasable. And so let's turn this
Now
down.
we're laying it down, and you can see the top of it there, the working part of it.
And then the
And
trommel goes
input
up
fits in the front of it. This
Okay.
is the
Oh, I
input
see.
here, the initial filter for
So
it.
this
here.
is
I
the
just shovel
initial
into
filter.
it and it comes back down. Yeah, so that goes on top of here. So I shovel into
What
it
a
this
great
way.
guy. I'm so appreciative of him inviting me up there. He wouldn't even let me pay for the grease. I mean, what a guy. Now we're checking out Pharaoh. Look at this truck here. I was impressed to see the size of this truck. It's just huge. There's my van up against this truck. The truck doesn't look so big maybe there, but when I go over beside the truck, you'll see this is an enormous truck. Just absolutely huge. There's a bucket from one of the steam shovels to fill that truck up. Look at the size of that. Wow. There I am beside the wheel, and I'm pointing to the KW on the hub. KW, like Kitchener-Waterloo. I can't believe it. Wow. You just know you're on the right path when you see things like that happen. I'm so glad I met this fella. He was so helpful to me. We're headed back now. We're going to check the spots that we saw on the way up here. There's the Yukon River again. I'm going to stop up here and take another shot, and you won't believe the difference from the ones we got in the morning. It's just totally different. Look at that. Wow. what a difference. I mean, it's like a different place altogether. Look at that. What a beautiful picture. I'm really happy with all the shots I got up here. So it took me like a day to get up there. Now this is the spot where I met Ted first. He was taking his dogs. He was headed up in his truck, camper truck that he has. He was headed up to work on some heavy machines. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please come on back again real soon. You never know who you're going to meet.